Welcome everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a different video. Basically what I'm going to be doing is, as you can see, I'm going to be ranking every single event vehicle in Anomic on a tier list. So we have the S rank for the best vehicles, A rank for good vehicles, B rank for decent vehicles, C rank for mediocre vehicles, D rank for bad vehicles, and F for the worst vehicles on this list. So without anything else to say, let's get started with the ski van. Now this is a regular minivan with the little baggage thing on top. Not that special. I feel like this should just have been a regular vehicle added. Wait, where did it go? Oh, here it is. So this should have just been a regular vehicle, but there's nothing exactly wrong with it, so I'm gonna be putting it in C tier. Next up, reindeer van. I don't really like the look of this one. I'm gonna be putting it in D tier for now, since again it doesn't do anything. I think the nose lights up, but that's about it. Christmas hatchback. I'd say this would be perhaps on B tier because it's kind of cool. It's not a regular hatchback with a tree on top. It actually has some more details, so that's pretty neat. Now, moving on to the ski wagon. No, sorry, the winter wagon. This one looks neat. It's not that special though. I'm going to be putting it in C tier. Now, this thing, F tier. It's the worst event vehicle ever. My god, is it ugly. Wow. Okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So let's move on. We have the cleaning the snow truck. I would put this on, I think, A tier. Because it's decent, it's okay. Maybe A tier or on B tier, high B tier maybe. You know what? No, I'm gonna be putting it on low A tier because it's pretty cool and it is somewhat durable, so it's okay for an event vehicle. And it will probably continue working on every Christmas event ever, so it's gonna be decent. Now, moving on to the alright van. I'm gonna be putting this in A tier too. Or no, maybe high B tier. Because it's pretty well detailed, but it really doesn't do anything and it's not that durable. It's not more durable than another vehicle of its class and it's kind of slow. So I think B tier is where it's at. Now the patriotic pickup. This would be high A tier, I think, because it's pretty cool that you can put fireworks on the back and shoot them out while you're driving. It kind of reminds me of those Middle Eastern like militia trucks with rocket launchers mounted on the back. So I like that a lot. Okay, so the Blood Moon Roaster. This might be our first S tier because you just have to reset and it will refill with gas. So that's pretty cool. It's also pretty fast too. Yeah, I say this would be our first S tier. Moving on to the Grand Plan Sedan. Now this one's a bit weird because you have to blow it up for it to do its main ability thing. So for now I'm putting it in A tier. Now it's pretty cool that you can sit in the trunk and just transport someone there. That's pretty cool. It's also the first vehicle where we began seeing this more extensive detail that event vehicles are now known for. So I say it deserves a spot in A tier. Sydney Sleeper. I'm putting it in high B tier because it doesn't really do anything, but it's very well detailed, more than any other vehicle on the list up until now. It's pretty slow, but it was also very cheap. So I'm pretty sure you can get one of these for not that much money. So I'd say it would probably be on B tier. Not sure if to put it above the band or below, but for now I'm gonna be putting it above. Now we have the bunny bus. I'm putting it in low B tier because yes, it's a bus and yes, it's very durable, but it's just like a normal bus. There's really not much to it. Like the only thing keeping it from C tier is the fact that it can carry a lot of people. But that's just what buses do. So yeah. Now we move on to the funeral or the morgue van. High C tier because it's pretty it's pretty appropriate for the game considering that a lot of people get killed in every server. But I don't think it just does much. So I'm putting it in low B tier. This is probably gonna be the most full tier. Now the double decker bus. You might think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be putting it in B tier like the bunny bus, but I'm gonna be putting it in low A tier just because while it is just a bus, it's also pretty durable and it has the highest passenger capacity in the entire game. So if you have like a gang or a group, you can all go in just one bus. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the little micro car. This thing is a meme. I'm gonna be putting it in B tier because it's kind of bad. Like it's not that fast. It flips over very easily, and it's really not durable like at all. It's like a caddy or a golf truck even, but it's just so funny seeing these tiny little things scooting around the streets in Norway and other places. So I'm gonna just for that it's going in B tier since it's more like a meme vehicle. Now the troublemaker, possibly the hardest vehicle to get from the normal events. It's going in S tier, but not above the Roadster. Or maybe above, I'm not sure because it's really expensive to get right now. And it's more expensive to use it a lot of times. But they're just, you can't put it in A tier where it can literally blow itself up. It's a car bomb. It's pretty useful too if you're in like a gang war or something. So it's going in S tier, but I'm not putting it above the Roadster just because it's so expensive to use. Now, moving on to the General. This might be another S tier because its ability to go super fast is pretty useful, and it's overall a very cool vehicle. It is going below the Troublemaker just because, well, it cannot blow itself up. Next, we have the Rocket 88 or the DeLorean. This is definitely an S tier. Probably here I will place it because it is expensive to get and it's gonna get super expensive now that the event is over. But it is like the coolest vehicle in the game because it's literally the DeLorean. Its ability is also pretty cool. Although I do wish that it was kind of in the within the same server or that you could use the DeLorean in the London servers to go back to the main game and ideally to the same server that you left. But it is still overall a very cool vehicle. It's probably the most detailed vehicle in the game. Now we have the Spirit Speedster, I'm putting it on high A rank because if you had it during the event, you most likely got the prop, the reward prop. So it's really not that useful. It is still pretty cool though and very well made. But if you lost out on the event and you managed to snag one of these, you can still get the Proton Pack, which might be useful in the future since the devs did say it might be used to clean spray paint. So I think it deserves a spot in high A tier. And finally, we have the Caroline. Now, its burning ability is pretty useless, but it is a very nice looking vehicle. Now, normally being a good looking vehicle just gets you in low A tier or high B tier, but I think the Caroline might belong in S tier because its healing ability is super useful. Because if you're getting chased and they're shooting at you, you just turn on the ability and you'll slowly start to heal, at least the vehicle. So the likelihood of getting exploded is fairly low. So that might just get it into low S tier. Well, that would be all for today since this is a complete list. Please tell me in the comments if I've missed any event vehicles and say where you would put them on this list. With all that being said, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, well, don't. This is the Traxxas signing out.